those who have gone and gotten influenced by persons who have interest in the LGBTQ should return whatever influence they have collected. Because we will fight, and the next time we address the media, I will mention names. I've been impressed upon today by my co-sponsors not to mention names. And it's out of respect for them that I'm not mentioning names. But if they continue this behavior of frustrating the bill, how can this bill spend almost 3 years? This bill was introduced in 2021.
What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy, bringing you another gold nugget that you can either pick up or you can just kick it aside. You know, it's turmoil here right now in Ghana. And it was the House of Parliament that was supposed to be voting on the anti-LGBT bill. But there was chaos that happened. Why? Because, of course, they wanted to delay the voting because of those maybe not showing up, those who decided that maybe in their best interest, it's best to wait for money to come in so they can vote against it. I didn't say that. Watch this video and I'll be back.
Chaos in Parliament today when Sam George raised the matter of the controversial anti-gay bill in the House. He wanted that bill to be taken. That bill has been on the order paper for quite some time now, and there's been no action. It is currently at the consideration stage where it will be taken clause by clause, and amendments proposed will be dealt with. According to Sam George, the Speaker of Parliament had made clear indication that that bill must be taken today.
If you are not opposed to it, Mr. Speaker, we are here. The Speaker himself indicated when he was handing over to the First Deputy Speaker that we should take the bill. He is going to meet some guests and return to the House to complete the amendments on it. This is something that will take us 1 hour for 3 weeks. What is the problem of this august House with dealing with this bill, which matters to the Ghanaian people? So, Mr. Speaker, I want to know if there is a problem with us taking this bill once and for all. If there is no problem, let's take it. We've taken other bills with 4 people sitting in the chamber.
Honorable Sam George.
However, the Deputy Majority Whip, Lydia Al-Hassan, said there was enough time before Parliament would take a break to deal with these matters. The Speaker of Parliament ruled that because the chairman of the committee was not on the floor at the time this issue was raised, he was going to adjourn sitting to the next day.
The committee chair is not available, and the directive is that we end with the questions. That is the agreement, and we engage, and the agreement is we end on questions and we continue tomorrow. We have the whole day tomorrow. We have the whole day tomorrow for other businesses. How long does it take? Less than an hour will be done with the budget, my dear.
All the proposed amendments here are in the name of the chairman. All the proposed amendments here are in the name of the chairman. All right? The chairman is not in the House. I'll bring proceedings to a close.
There was near chaos, like I told you, when MPs on both sides exchanged words, even when the Speaker had adjourned House.
Our frustration is that this is not the first time this is happening. It's not the second time. This is the 3rd time the Speaker has given such an instruction and it has been disregarded in his absence. We need to understand from the majority side what their issues with the bill are. We need to understand with those who take the chair when the Speaker gives the instruction what their opposition to the bill is. We are very well aware of people in leadership on the majority side who are reaching out to sponsors of the bill, asking us to step down the bill. Is that why the majority side is fighting against the bill? The excuse given today that the chairman of the committee is not in the chamber, so we can't take the amendment, is alien to the practice of this House. Those who have gone and gotten influenced by persons who have interest in the LGBTQ should return whatever influence they have collected. Because we will fight, and the next time we address the media, I will mention names. I've been impressed upon today by my co-sponsors not to mention names. And it's out of respect for them that I'm not mentioning names. But if they continue this behavior of frustrating the bill, how can this bill spend almost 3 years? This bill was introduced in 2021. The Speaker of Parliament, they want to disgrace the Speaker. Because if you remember, at the beginning of this year, the Speaker promised Ghanaians that before the end of this year, we will pass the bill. This is calculated to undermine the authority of the Right Honourable Speaker. This is calculated to disgrace the Right Honourable Speaker, and we will not tolerate it. We will not allow this to happen. This is the last time we would accept this kind of behavior. and Ghanaians should take notes. The Christian community, the Muslim community, the African traditional religious worshippers, the National House of Chiefs who have supported this bill must take note of the actions of persons on the floor of the House who are seeking to filibuster and slow down the move of this bill. But this bill is a moving train. And for those who think that they can stand in its way, we will crush you. We will crush you in your primaries in February. We will come into your constituencies.
Parliament has barely a month to deal with some of these issues before it goes on Christmas break. Some judge and sponsors of this bill are concerned that if this business is not taken urgently, they may not be able to deal with this before Parliament goes on break. He's accusing the majority side of having a sinister plot to block this business from being done on the floor of the House. Reporting for Joy News, Kweku Asante, Parliament House, Accra.
What do you think? Let me just say this right here in closing. It's a shame that people can sell their souls to the devil, the Western countries, all because they want to squeeze in a culture of devilment, of evilness, of wickedness in the African community. What is the hard part about voting against LGBT lifestyle, the agenda in an African country? Why are these leaders out here being subject, or are they taking on money, basically being bribed, or basically are being given money to hold up the bill as well as vote against it? Call your mama. And you know, I'm saying that, family, something has to happen to where we have strong leadership against corruption. We have to tear down this wall, this barrier. This is why we see what corruption does. This is what corruption does. When you have people who rather think about themselves for the sake of money, but let everybody else suffer. All because the evil money that comes in, trying to sway people to keep others down, keep from advancements and developments, keep from paying people rightfully what's earned for them when they're working for these European companies and businesses here in the African land. When are we going to stand up and realize that unless we have the Lord, a God-fearing man, God-fearing means to hate evil. Look it up in Proverbs. A person who is a God-fearing man, who hates evil, to come in and clean up this mess. Paul Kagame, one of the leaders or presidents of Rwanda, people call him a dictator. They call him some control freak. But he is watching over the country to keep wolves from coming in, taking advantage of the people. Whether it's the church, whether it's the mosques, whether it is these ambassadors, whether it is the foreigners or the residents who are coming in. He has a watchful eye to make sure that people are not coming into his country trying to dismantle it, tear it apart, cause division amongst a people. And that is the type of headship, leadership people need. These jellyback, limp wrist leaders who come in only for a moment to grab, how they say, to snatch and grab money that is being funneled into many of these countries, getting paid only to control the dynamics of the advancements of a country. People know when they see, what have we improved? You see, no man is ever going to be right. We are going to have to stand on who is right. That's the Most High. Because we're all subject to the evils of man. So really, our hope is only in the greater creator. That is it. With that, family, I'll be reporting back what the outcome would be today when they come in session and let you know, did they vote on that bill? And we're going to see if Sam George, if they don't vote, will he give up names of who are the ones that are not showing up, who might be in the hands of corruption? We'll see. This is your man, not your boy, bringing you another gold nugget that you can either pick up or you can just kick it aside.